workers. Joining us now to discuss is Aman Buhtani. He's CEO of GoDaddy. Many of their web domain customers are small businesses with fewer than 5 employees. This is his first interview. Aman, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I think you have, 19 million clients, most of which are small businesses. What are you seeing out there in terms of the pain?
Sarah, thank you for having me. And yes, GoDaddy has over 19 million customers, and many of them are micro businesses. They're even smaller than small. And what we see is that the services GoDaddy offers, the domain name and the website, they're essential tools, especially in this time. With foot traffic being low, small businesses need to be online to get the word out. And the services we offer tend to be amongst the last things that customers give up. In terms of what we see with our customers themselves, it's a difficult time for our customers. And GoDaddy being in the fortunate position that it is in terms of our offerings, we're just very, very focused on doing the most we can for our customers by putting offers out there that they can use in this difficult time.
To what extent have you seen websites and email traffic pick up significantly because of the work from home culture that's in place at the moment?
Yeah, in particular segments, we're definitely seeing websites pick up. In the non-essential segments, we're seeing a bit lower traffic to websites. But what we see is a ton of businesses expressing interest to get online. And frankly, a ton of businesses wanting to know what offering is out there for them. So we've put together a resource center for them called openwestand.org, where small and micro businesses can come and they can look at offers, not just from GoDaddy, but from our partners as well, and find the offers that work for them. And at this moment, this is critical for them.
Unfortunately, Aman, we had a pretty bleak preview with the jobs report today of which industries are getting hit the hardest. Leisure and hospitality at the top of the list. What do you see in terms of which businesses will be able to weather it better than others in terms of job losses and just overall ability to survive?
Yes, I think leisure and hospitality is definitely hurt, and we see that in our business as well. In terms of businesses that can survive, what we're finding is really, really innovative sort of offerings from our customers. Customers are quickly moving to shipping products. They're quickly moving to offering services online. And we need to do that in every segment. And if we do that, we're going to see better results across the board. You know, for our purposes, we've made sure that we keep our employees safe, that we keep them purposefully working, and that we give them financial certainty. So we're not laying off anyone. And that allows our employee base to really focus on creative solutions for our customers.
Aman, I would imagine that the cost of subscription to GoDaddy for providing a website or providing a domain name, et cetera, is probably pretty small for a small business as a percentage of their total costs. It's also probably pretty crucial. You'd think, therefore, it's the last thing that they'd want to cut versus compared to rent, which they might not even be using their building anymore. That said, are you having to have conversations with those business owners? Are they seeking flexibility because you might be able to offer it to them in a way that rent may not be given that level of flexibility?
As you noted, Wilfred, these assets, their domain name, your website, are really the last thing you want to give up, especially in these times. But for customers that do have hardships and need support, we are offering capabilities for them. But I would tell you, in the core of our business, we see exceptionally low churn rates historically, and we see low churn rates now. And I want to tell you a little bit about businesses that are formed in hard times. You know, the reason we think our business at GoDaddy is resilient is because we looked at the past, and we know that businesses are formed and closed in good times and bad. In fact, when we look at the 2008 cohort during the financial crisis, the businesses that were formed at that time did as well as the businesses that were formed in 2007. In fact, yesterday at our Analyst Day, we shared that those businesses have spent $1.5 billion with us. So we actually feel this is a great time to come online, start a business, and those businesses will do well, as we've seen in the past. Now, we can't forecast what the recovery will be for COVID, but I think human creativity will take over, and people will form great ideas.
So how do you think about what this is all going to mean for your own bottom line and your own forecast? I know you recently held a virtual investor day. What did you tell investors who see all the headlines about small business shutting down and therefore think that that's going to severely impact your own business?
Yeah, so what we told investors yesterday is that we see minimal impact in Q1 and up to 25 to 30 million, which is relatively small impact in Q2 in terms of revenue. But we reiterated the resilient nature of our business, the fact that the products we offer, $18, $20 on average for a year for a domain name, very little for a website. The return for our customers on those products is huge. So we feel the business is resilient, and we reinforced the guide for 2022, where we said, look, we look at the past, we think this will be over at a certain point. And for 2022, we actually called it the 411 on GoDaddy, which is in 2022, $4 billion in revenue, $1.1 billion in unlevered free cash flow on an organic basis. So that sort of gives you an idea of how strongly we feel about this business over the long term.
Aman Buhtani, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. From GoDaddy.